My name is Alexandra Copley. I'm a photographer and a photography professor, and I work with Adobe a lot, actually every day. And the Creative Cloud to me is a lifesaver. So we're going to be going through a few of the smaller web-based apps that are going to support you in all of the other programs that you use in Creative Cloud. Starting with the font series, we're going to go over Adobe Font. We're even going to talk about Adobe Stock, Behance, and Portfolio. So join me and let's have some fun. Let's get started. As a photographer, when I first found Behance on Adobe Creative Cloud, I was really hesitant. I didn't know what it was or how it worked, but once I began working with this particular cloud-based app, I was so pleased because it has so many cool options for creatives to share their work and to connect with other creatives, to get feedback on their work, and even to look for jobs or hire someone online through this really cool app. So we're going to take some time discovering what is Behance and how it can best serve you. So like some of the other cloud-based apps in Adobe Creative Cloud, Behance cannot be found as an actual app. If you scroll down through your Creative Cloud, you're going to notice it's not going to be there. But if you go to the left-hand side in your resources link, you are going to find a tab to click to take you to the home page of Behance. So what is Behance? It was like a social networking platform for designers and graphic designers and illustrators to share their work and get feedback from their peers. And it became so much more, and you'll see Adobe has really transformed it into so much more. So it has moved beyond just a space for designers and graphic designers and illustrators to connect into a place where any creative can come and upload your work and get feedback from other creatives, create a portfolio to share for getting hired or being discovered. It's just a really cool site. It's just a platform where connections are being made every day, and your people are being discovered every day for the interesting work that they do upload, and that you can discover here on Behance. So I'm going to go through step by step and how to even create a project that you can put on Behance and be featured under your profile. So let's just go through step one. When you do come to your page, your home page in Behance, you're going to see that it looks something like this. And today's work in progress, you're going to see that there is an add icon where you can add your work in progress. You can click on Adobe Live, really cool feature that Adobe offers for you. They have a lot of live tutorials happening all of the time, and you can click on this button and see what's happening in the live tutorial section and get informed on all kinds of creative aspects with Adobe's products. And you can see some people are live now. And you can see if you move forward, today's recommendations from Behance, some videos, and some hashtags that are popular, like illustration, graphic design, photography, and more. But let me just show you illustration. So this is work in progress. If we click on illustration, so these are all images that were hashtagged with illustration. You can see here the hashtag illustration, but it's a work in progress. It's not a finished work. And you know what you can do? You can like the work, you can react to the work, and you can even send a message to the person who created the work. You can follow that person. You can even report this or mark it as spam, or you can even save it or share this work in progress with this link on your Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter page. But one thing to know about these works in progress is that these are like stories on your other social networking sites. So it's not going to be added to your portfolio and be available all the time for everyone to always see. These works in progress are not visible after 24 hours. So That's something to remember. But they're kind of fun to get feedback and reactions from other artists on the site, or people looking for illustrations, or even photography. If we go here and click on the photography hashtag, and you can see what's coming up here. And if you really like an artist, you can click on their profile. You can even scroll forward here. Let's see what else is happening. Maybe I really like his image, and I'll go see what else he's got available on his Behance profile. So I just saw this photographer or artist, his work in progress, and it's a really cool photograph of a nightscape in a city. So it's a night cityscape. But it took me to his Behance profile, which is pretty extensive. You can see his portfolio, or his work comes up, and also a lot about him. This is his profile page. I can follow him from here, I can message him from here, and I can even click on this external link that will take me to his website. But we're on his portfolio on the Behance site, and we're going to stay here. Another cool thing that if you look at it, and this is just something we're going to go into more detail about, but you can even save him as a candidate if you're someone who's looking to hire, let's say, a photographer of cities. You might want to save him as a candidate. So project views, you can see he has a lot of project views and a lot of appreciations. Appreciations are likes. If you do a thumbs up, you're appreciating this guy's work or anyone's work. He has a lot of people following him as well, and he's following a few people too. These are the links to his social networks that he's connected, and you can click on them and they will take you to the outside site. And these are some of the tools that he's really, really good at, that he uses a lot: Lightroom, Photoshop, and After Effects. He'd call himself actually a pro at these. Looks like he is. And these things that people say about themselves, you can add a lot. You can either add a description, or you can add, and we'll talk more about this too when you're creating your profile, you can add all kinds of details about yourself and about the work that you do. So I can get to know a whole lot about him just from looking at his profile. But let's look at some of his work. If we click on his Dubai gallery, well, how do I know it's Dubai? It says right there. Okay, so tools he used within this gallery: Lightroom, also Wacom, his iMac, and his Canon camera. As you scroll down, you can see some images, and these are photographs that he took of Dubai. And if you scroll down and you find one that appeals to you, that you really like, you can click on the Burj. So let's say I really like this one. I'm going to appreciate it. I can click this little thumbs up button and appreciate this photo. And it goes to, thanks for appreciating this project. And I can see all of the other images that I might have appreciated, not just for this particular artist, but everyone's. You can do that, or you can keep going. Maybe I want to save this. The way that you save images from someone's profile is adding them to a mood board. Can you download them? No, but you can save them as inspiration, which is what we're trying to gain from looking at his work. So if I wanted to save his work or add it to my mood board, I would click here. And you can see some examples of mood boards that I already have created in my Behance account. I don't see one here. I mean, architect doesn't really apply. I'm just going to create a new mood board for Dubai, right? To be very specific. Or maybe let me just say I want to create one for architecture, and I can put a whole bunch of interesting photographs in here from different places, not just from Dubai, to be inspired by. So I'm going to create that, and I'm going to save this particular image to the architecture mood board. And if you didn't want to save it to architecture, you can just click on the ones that you wanted to save it to, or you can just connect with just save it to the one instead of different ones. So I'm going to save it to just that one. So I saved it. Now, I talked about the tools. So this is what you would write down when you are creating your own profile or you're uploading images to your projects. You're going to have the option to add tools that you used so people can kind of see how you created that work. This is really an element for creatives to take a look at. And if you find an interesting piece of art that you're like, how did they do that? I don't even understand what they used to do that. You can take a look at the tools that the artist marked, and this is how he created this effect with this image.